This is what my
time of the
सर ये बोलने तो नहीं, ये सुबेरे भी इतनी हल्ला मचाते रहे, मैं नहीं था,
मचाए थे सर,
इतना हल्ला ना मचाए, हल्ला मचाना तो
Sir,
सबको
अभी-
आता है, everyone knows how to shout.
Yes, yes, yes,
Morning
I
I
have
was
reasons
not
to- I have
there,
reasons
morning I
हल्ला
was not
मचाने
there,
के। Yes.
he was shouting at the top of the voice, I came to know, this is
Yes.
not correct.
But I have
that's what-
reasons for that.
अरे आपके रीजन होंगे, आपके
हाँ,
घर में
है
होंगे,
सर हमारे reason।
not before the court, not like this.
No,
Please, है ना? Let me
my anxiety, my lord, why I'm pressing for that is, my lord, during, my lord, I have a decree of divorce in my favor. Now, my lord, during pendency of this appeal, my lord, she has made a frivolous complaint in my department for which I have been suspended. Secondly, my lord, recently, my lord, even having a decree of divorce in my favor, an FIR has been registered by the appellant, and she wants to stay with me now, she says.
No, which post do you hold?
second case is by whom?
In that matter, my lords, it is against the contempt order that was passed by the learned family court against the mother, my lords, and we are challenging that order as well. The contempt order, my lords.
Contempt में क्या?
Well, it's,
What
there were
was the order?
certain visitation rights which orders which were flouted, and it was against those orders. The final order was passed against the mother with regard to the contempt,
Right.
holding her in contempt of the court with regard to not fulfilling the visitation orders. Well, there were certain visitation orders that were not complied with.
And the third case?
The third case is where the decree of divorce has been granted by the learned family court below, and we are again challenging it here.
Who is challenging?
Appellant, the wife, my lords, the
Wife. Divorce decree granted on the ground of?
cruelty and desertion. Actually, not desertion, only cruelty.
Yes. Which one should be taken up first?
So the custody matter may be taken up first.
Sorry to interrupt my senior, my lord. My lord, so far as custody case is concerned, my lord, I have advised my client, my lord, he should not force, my lord, looking to the better future of the child, my lord. My lord, they are contemplating that, my lord. My lord, what my respectful submission is, my lord, the divorce case can be argued, my lord. My lord, because, my lord, my lord, I have advised him, my lord, since the child is now 13, 14 years old, my lord. My lord, for the paramount consideration, the welfare of the child is more important, my lord.
13, 14 or 11?
11.
My lord, as per my information, my lord, is around 12 to 13 years of age.
Right.
But still, my lord, I have advised him, my lord. My lord, divorce case can be argued, my lord. That is.
No, in case they are giving up this right of custody.
I am not giving up, my lord. I am
You
not
can't
saying.
be, you can't
No,
be
it's
there
my
with
suggestion,
blowing.
my lord, without wasting time of the court.
No, that's
Therefore,
not,
I am making.
that
a
is not the
suggestion.
question, wasting time of the court.
Yes.
If you are
My lord,
not,
they
if you are
may
insisting
argue
for the
the
custody of the
case, my lord,
child.
I have no objections.
If
They
you
may
are,
start arguments with the custody case, my lord. We'll argue both. We have
Are
no-
there children from the second marriage?
Yes, my lord.
Yes,
There is a son.
So why are you interested in this child?
My lord, the difficulty.
Let the mother keep it.
My lord, I would.
The child is staying with the mother since the very beginning. So any attempt on our part or anybody's part to send him to the father will be virtually uprooting him from his
My lord,
present
I
place.
humbly put on, my lord. In fact, this proposal was given by the.
We can. The child is here.
No, man. My lord, what had happened, my lord?
We
I'll
can
just-
call the child
my
and
lord,
ask for
I'll
his
apprise-
wish.
I'll apprise, my lord. My lord, what had happened, my lord?
Because now he's big enough to,
I bow down, my lord. My lord, on the last.
tell us whether he'll be happy where.
My lord, 4 to 5 hearings back, my lords were pleased to direct, my lord, both the parties to remain present, my lord. We have given a proposal, my lord, that we are ready to forgo, my lord.
Child.
My lord, we have given a proposal that we are ready to forgo the custody case, provided, my lord, they are ready to, my lord, that the decree of divorce may be affirmed. My lord, we have given this proposal. Subject to visitation rights, my lord, we are ready to give away the custody, my lord, provided, my lord, the decree of divorce is affirmed.
he can't proceed on the basis the degree or it will be heard, my lord, whether the decree is
may be
required
heard,
to
my
be
lord,
affirmed
my
or
lord,
not. That is a separate question. The first is the question about.
Today we are considering that before proceeding further
Hello.
in this case, custody case, it is necessary to inquire from the child himself. So let us take us first the divorce case.
My lord.
That I am saying.
बच्चे को भी बुला लें.
हाँ,
मतलब
किसी दिन
Before proceeding any further with the matter, then let us call, let the child be.
Divorce case is independent of that, my lord. It
No,
will be
both,
heard at least.
all the matters, my lord, why he is insisting for the divorce, I'll just point out, my lord. He only wants a divorce, that's all. He is not interested in either in the welfare of the child or in the maintenance of the wife. The wife had come down over here, the wife category said, I want to go along with you. Before the marriage, before the remarriage. This was a proposal given by the wife for all, every time, whenever she was present before the court, she gave this proposal, I want to go with the husband. The husband was not interested in the wife only for a single reason, because he was having an affair with the other girl. And we made an application before this court saying this, he has already married. That was an application to which a reply was given by him, no, I have not married. We named that girl also. Subsequently, we made another application with a birth certificate of the child saying this, he has married the same girl, this is the name of the child has been given birth. Ultimately, in the order sheet dated,
These all matters will be heard during the course of the hearing.
that's correct.
Today, the question is only that which case has to be taken.
But all the cases may be heard together. If
be heard today.
the child is required to be here, my lord, the child can be called.
My lord,
That can be
before
done.
my lord, that stage would
Today-
come later on, my lord. At least they should start
save
with
the
their
time
arguments,
of
my
the
lord.
court.
This is
Save
what my
the time
responsible
of the
submission
सर
है.
ये बोलने तो नहीं, ये सुबेरे भी इतनी हल्ला मचाते
नहीं,
रहे,
हम
मैं नहीं
हल्ला
था।
मचाए थे, सर,
इतना
हमारे-
हल्ला ना
yes.
मचाए, हल्ला मचाना तो
Sir,
सबको
अभी-
आता है। Everyone knows how to shout.
Yes, 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 I
Morning
have
I was
reasons
not
to- I
there.
have reasons
Morning
हल्ला
I was not
मचाने
there.
के. Yes.
He was shouting at the top of the voice. I came to know. This is
Yes.
not correct.
My lord, I have
that's what-
reasons for that.
अरे आपके रीजन होंगे, आपके
हाँ,
घर में
हाँ,
होंगे।
sir, हमारे reason.
Not before the court, not like this.
No.
Please. है ना? Let me also say. Sir, if the child is required, the child can be called. The child would be here. My lord may interact with the child, whatever the child says. He is not interested for the child. I am once again saying, he is not. He is only interested in the divorce because he is already married. A child has been delivered. और हम शुरू से कह रहे थे हम रहना चाहते हैं आपके साथ.
The divorce case can be heard
सर उसी के साथ सुन लिया जाए.
separately
सर उसी के साथ सब इकट्ठे
than the
सुन लिया जाए.
guardianship case.
उसी के साथ सुन लिया जाए.
But the question is that welfare of the child will be known only when we hear the child.
Yes. So let the child be there. These matters may be posted after that. And the child can be called. We'll produce the child.
So
to
they
be-
have given an offer that they are ready to
Leave their claim.
Leave, my lord, we are ready
leave
to
their
leave
claim in that custody business, provided you don't.
That offer
you-
may be recorded, but as far as this divorce is concerned, that will have to be proceeded on the merit. The wife doesn't want to divorce the husband.
even now,
Even now, even the wife doesn't want to divorce the husband.
in the change circumstance.
Even under the she was here when after the marriage also she was here probably, and this was probably
The
recorded
second marriage took place after the divorce.
After the decree of divorce, my lord.
after the decree of divorce. Pendency of the appeal, the second marriage, and he was denying this fact. When we made an
So this,
application,
this appeal was filed
yes, this appeal was filed.
thereafter.
No, my lord, prior to that.
No, the marriage has taken place. I'll give the date.
Marriage is after the filing of
21 to
So the
20.
appeal was filed beyond the period of limitation.
It was contoned, my lord. That was
Huh?
also contoned. That was contoned.
So it was filed after the period of limitation expired.
Limitation, and but the marriage has taken place after the delay was condoned. It has the remarriage has taken place on 21 to 2021.
My lord, my anxiety, my lord, why I'm pressing for that is, my lord, during, my lord, I have a decree of divorce in my favor. Now, my lord, during pendency of this appeal, my lord, she has made a frivolous complaint in my department for which I have been suspended. Secondly, my lord, recently, my lord, even having a decree of divorce in my favor, an FIR has been registered by the appellant and she wants to stay with me now, she says.
No, which post do you hold?
Lord, he is additional commissioner income tax, my lord. Lord, my promotional avenue.
I'm
has been
also a doctor.
affected.
I'm a PG doctor.
Yes,
my lord.
yes, yes.
I am also not from the streets. I am also holding a
Yes.
PG degree.
No, my lord, I am not saying anything. What I am saying is, my lord, they are making a statement they want to stay together and she is filing an FIR against me under section
What
498.
should she do, sir? What should she do?
My lord, after a decree of suffering a decree of divorce against her.
No, provided Mr. Khare, if the divorce decree is set aside,
My lord.
what will be the situation?
But it is for them to decide what is to be done. Maybe a paper degree, whatever it is, my lord. What the wife wants, my lord.
If it is upheld, fine. But if it is set aside, what happens?
In fact, she is not willing
Very
to.
piquant situation will arise.
My lord, situation in this case has arisen on account of both the persons, my lord. It is not one-sided. These situations crop up and finally the child suffers. We also understand that part, my lord. It is only the child who will
Always
suffer,
let
neither the
us-
husband nor the wife.
Let us give priority to the child and call him.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. Let the child be
My
here.
lord, my
So
two-
probably on that date, every issue would be decided. Sir, मुझे लगता है शायद wife
So you call the mother, father, and the child.
Yes.
My lord, in that, my lord, we would call them, my lord. In that case, my lord, it's subject to, my lord, hearing the petition, the appeals on merits. This
We'll
is
do
what-
that. We'll do that. But
Yes.
first, let us hear the child, because he's big enough to understand where should he stay, where will his welfare be, whether he likes to stay with the mother or father, Or he has some affinity with the father, or that affinity is gone.
Finally, my lord, even
Lord,
what the
one more
child is saying,
submission.
I don't know. But then ultimately, my lord will also have to look into where the betterment of the child would be in under the changed circumstances where the husband has remarried. A child has also been born out of that, I would say, illegal wedlock.
Everything will be
Malad, that
considered
is not
after
an
hearing the
illegal
child.
Hello?
Everything will be considered after hearing the child.
That's
Let
absolutely.
all the parties present here.
So when will the child
Next week,
come?
my lord.
So
On
next
that
week,
day.
Very exciting.
अलवर में रह रही है वो.
You are for
For the husband, my lord.
husband.
My lord, why, my lord?
No, the child is with you, Mr.
With me at अलवर.
So आप बताइए कब लाएंगे?
15 days, sir.
My
15
lord,
days time
can it
maybe.
be in the next week, my lord? Would
Sir,
just
next week,
appreciate one thing.
Please,
आपको
please
इतना
tell us a common date where all the parties and the child can
after 15 days, any date, sir.
Next
you
Thursday
please
कर
give
दें,
us a
sir.
common date.
मतलब next Thursday कर दें.
Please
साहब,
consult
बिल्कुल,
consult
बिल्कुल,
your
वैसे
consult
हमारे लोग
your
हिसाब से होने-
clients and then give us.
My lord, why I'm saying so is, my lord, why I'm saying so is.
सर आप ही को तय करनी पड़ेगी, ये तय नहीं कर पाएंगे.
हाँ, हाँ,
मैं तो कह रहा हूँ
सर.
15 दिन के बाद कोई भी डेट दे दे, हम लोग तैयार. अलवर से आना है उसको, बच्चे को लेके आना है
My
स्कूल
lord,
से
there's one
उसके.
more difficulty to it, my lord. There are judgments which says, my lord, since the custody visitation rights they have not honored to that, my lord, for the past 2.5 years. Even, my lord, the video call facility was not made available to the husband, my lord.
Sir, all
My
these
lord,
are
एक
areas
second,
which
sir,
we have
I'm just making
answered.
a submission. I'm making a submission. My lord, in that case, my lord,
No,
the consent of the child cannot be taken into consideration.
everything melts before the paramount consideration or welfare of the
Therefore, we
child.
made a suggestion, and my lord, she has denied it. The-
उसमें लिखिए that in the interest of the welfare of the child, who is stated to be presently about 12 years old, it would be appropriate to hear the wish of the child, to hear the child in person, to know his wish. Full stop. Let the child who is presently in the custody of the mother be produced. The full stop. The rival parties, the mother and father of the child, should also be present,
Can it be in 14, my
for
lord?
which the case is fixed. बताइए आप लोग
14
बताइए.
कर दें, sir.
सर 14 अलवर से आना पड़ेगा उसको, बच्चे के स्कूल में. ये तो इनको
हर
तो
डेट
2
पे
दिन में
adjustment
चाहिए
नहीं
सर.
है,
ऐसा
सर.
सर
आप बताइए.
21st would be Wednesday, sir.
21st कर दें, my lord.
21st कर दें.
Subject to, my lord, a rider, my lord, that no
21st.
adjournment would be granted to them. My lord, why, my lord? So, my lord, just bear with me for a moment,
So
my lord.
Mr. Devakar wants everything according.
Yes, my lord, because for the
Which
past
cannot
5
be-
days, my
which
lord,
can-
we have been
shouting is the
accommodating
term.
them.
I always
Yes,
said,
yes,
you
my lord.
can't
According
shout
to
like-
me, my lord, because
That
for
day
the
also you will be here to object everything.
Yes, he
no,
can.
my lord, it is not a question of objecting, my lord. For the past 5 days, my lord, I have been
No.
accommodating, my lord. But their
But
order
this-
sheets will speak.
This thing has cropped up for the first time that we want to hear the child.
But the difficulty with the
So let the child come.
respondent is, my lord, the difficulty with the respondent is, my lord, his DPC is to be convened, my lord. And because of the FIR and the suspension order, my lord, because of the conduct of the appellant, my lord, he is not being considered.
सर इनका कंडक्ट देख लें, दूसरी
हाँ,
शादी
हाँ,
करके
conduct तो
बैठे. ये कौन सा
सर
कंडक्ट?
ट्रायल कोर्ट ने कंडक्ट रिकॉर्ड किया है किसका कैसा है.
DPC
that
होनी
could be
है, क्या
argued.
होनी है?
Therefore, my lord, I was
There are different
insisting
forums
that the
for
case
that.
be argued on merits.
There are
Therefore, I
different
was
forums.
insisting.
There is no such application. DPC only
So we'll place it on 21st.
21st.
All right, 21st.